Have you ever stopped to think about the best time of day to check your glucose? Just imagine that we're about to embark on a journey for health, like exploring a treasure map, where health is the most precious gem we want to find. So, come with me. In this video, I'll show you everything you need to know about how to monitor your glucose in a simple and easy-to-understand way. First, let's take a trip back in time, as if we're revisiting a conversation you had with your doctor. He probably talked about the ideal amount of sugars or glucose you should have in your blood, right? But during that conversation, an important question might have lingered in the air. Did he also explain when the best time to do this test is? That's super essential. Think of your body as an amusement park, where glucose is always in motion, rising and falling like an exciting roller coaster. Now, imagine that every time you measure your glucose with that little device, it's like taking a snapshot of what's happening inside your body at that exact moment. And here's the trick. If you take another snapshot in 10 or 15 minutes, or even hours later, the image will change completely. It's like capturing a moment from a moving film. It never stops. Each measurement is a new scene in this story, revealing how your health evolves throughout the day. Many people have the habit of measuring glucose only in the morning, and upon seeing numbers that seem normal, they think everything is fine. But then, when they visit the doctor, reality can be different, and the question arises, why does this happen? The answer is simple but very important. They were only looking at part of the story. Measuring only in the morning is like reading just one chapter of an exciting book and thinking you know the whole plot. To truly understand how your health is, you need to follow the storyline throughout the day. Now, imagine that at each meal, you're writing a new chapter in your health journey. And each glucose measurement you take is like a paragraph that reveals the twists and turns and challenges you face. You don't want to miss any part of this story, do you? For that, we need to be persistent and curious, like true detectives of our health, seeking clues in every meal and at every moment of the day. So, are you ready to join this adventure and discover the best times to measure your glucose? Let's uncover the mysteries of this amusement park that is our body and find the best way to take care of our health. And this is where the true adventure begins. Get ready, because together we will embark on a fascinating journey to discover the best moments for you to check your glucose and thus achieve better control of your health. Did you know that understanding how glucose behaves throughout the day is crucial? The best way to do this is with a glucometer, your faithful travel companion on this journey. Imagine the glucometer as a treasure map. Every time you measure your glucose, it's like charting a path that reveals the emotions and reactions of your body throughout the day. It's like drawing a map of mountains and valleys, capturing every rise and fall of your health. With this complete picture, you can make more informed decisions and care for your body with the wisdom of an experienced explorer. Now, let's explore these key moments of the day together. Imagine waking up in the morning and measuring your glucose, like the starting point of a great expedition. Then you head to your meals, which are like strategic stops on your journey. Each food you choose is a new clue that can affect your path. And what about physical activities? They are like the trails you decide to follow, shaping your journey and impacting your health. I know that not everyone has a sensor that checks glucose all the time, and let's be honest, pricking your finger multiple times a day can be quite tiring. It's like being on a roller coaster that never stops, with constant ups and downs. But the good news is that there are special moments when checking your glucose levels is crucial, and this can make all the difference in your health. Let's discover together what those magical moments are. Right when you wake up, before meals, 2 hours after eating, and even before bed. Each of these is an important stop on your adventure. With this information at hand, you'll have the power to transform your health, ensuring that you're always in control of your own story. Because, in the end, taking care of yourself is the greatest adventure we can live. Imagine that your glucose is like a river flowing inside you, changing its current with every moment of the day. This river is full of surprises and nuances, and scientists, like true explorers, have already mapped these waters, discovering the best moments to check your glucose. These moments are like observation points on a beautiful nature walk, revealing the beauties and challenges of your body. Let's take a look at these essential moments. Upon waking, you are opening a new chapter in the book of your health. Your body is in a fasting state, like a blank page ready to be filled with new experiences. Checking your glucose right after waking up is crucial, as it's the moment when your stomach is empty. It's like taking a peek at your map before embarking on a new adventure, allowing you to see how your body is preparing for the day ahead. Now, imagine you're about to enter a lively party. Before crossing the threshold, you take a look at what's happening inside you. Checking your glucose before eating is essential. This helps you understand how you're feeling and prepares your body for the meal. This way you can choose the best ingredients for your recipe, ensuring your diet is healthy and balanced. Here's a moment that many forget. 2 hours after the meal. After the first bite, your glucose starts reacting to the food, and measuring it again is crucial.
Think of it as following the unfolding story you began to write during the meal.
You want to discover how what you ate affected your body, whether the story had a happy ending or if there was some conflict. This monitoring gives you valuable insights, allowing you to better understand how your diet impacts your health. The moment to measure your glucose before bedtime is a time of tranquility, like the sunset that ends the day. This final checkup is like closing the curtains on your routine, helping to ensure you will rest peacefully, knowing everything is in order. After all, no one wants to be jolted awake by worries, right? And what if, amid the night's silence, you wake up with some strange symptoms? In that case, measuring your glucose is a good idea. It's like turning on a flashlight on a dark path. It can give you the clarity you need to understand what's happening with your body and act quickly if something is amiss. Each of these moments is like a key piece of a puzzle, shaping the picture of your health.
When you pay attention to them, you are not only caring for your body but also learning to dance with your glucose, becoming the protagonist of your own health story. By making informed decisions, you start to live with more confidence and well-being, like an artist choosing each movement on the dance floor of life. These crucial moments are known as fasting, when you measure your glucose before eating, and postprandial, which happens after the meal. Imagine you're on a journey of self-discovery, where glucose is an important part of your path. By understanding how your glucose behaves during these periods, you discover the key to feeling better and healthier. You can measure your glucose before and after meals, before sleeping, and even during the night. But hold on. This doesn't mean you need to do this every day at all these times. Your doctor is like a guide on this expedition, the right person to help you figure out when and how often you should take these measurements. It's like having a map that reveals the best path to follow through a dense forest. Now, there's a moment that many people tend to overlook but can be super important. Measuring glucose 2 hours after eating. This period, known as postprandial glucose, is where the real magic happens. Think of this measurement as a scientist observing an experiment in their lab. It's at this moment that you can understand how your body is reacting to the meal you just had.
Each graph and every number become clues, revealing the effects of that food choice. By becoming aware of these moments, you are not only monitoring your health but also writing a powerful chapter of your life. The dance of glucose is yours, and with every step you take, you become stronger and wiser. Imagine just finishing a delicious lunch, where each bite was a celebration of flavors. Now, with a smile on your face, you wonder, how did this affect my glucose? After 2 hours, your body is in full swing, processing everything you ate. At this moment, measuring your glucose is like looking out the window to observe the weather outside. You discover whether the day is sunny, cloudy, or even rainy. Depending on the results, you can adjust your next meals, just like a chef perfecting their recipe to make everything even tastier and healthier. But remember, the best time to check glucose varies from person to person, as everyone has their own needs and reactions. It's like an orchestra. Each musician plays at their own rhythm and tone, and it's this harmony that creates a delightful symphony. By understanding how your glucose responds to different foods and situations, you start composing your own melody of health and well-being. Let's explore together this fascinating post-meal measurement. Think of glucose as a good friend, always by your side, but needing attention and care. By learning about its patterns and reactions, you become the true conductor of your health. With your doctor's guidance, you can adjust your routine to ensure that this friendship with glucose remains healthy and balanced. Every step towards understanding your body is a victory. It's an exciting journey that transforms not only your health but also the way you view food and self-care. Let's embark together on this adventure of discoveries. Now, did you know that each food choice is like a small experiment? When blood sugar levels spike after a meal, serious problems can arise. These sugar spikes don't just affect those with diabetes. They become hidden villains, attacking vital parts of our body, like the eyes, kidneys, feet, and even the heart. It's essential to pay attention to these reactions so we can protect our most precious asset, our health. Now you must be wondering, how does all this happen? Let's embark together on this fascinating journey. It all begins the moment we have a meal. When glucose enters the bloodstream, it's like unleashing vibrant energy in our bodies. But this energy needs a special helper to shine: insulin.
Think of insulin as a magical key that opens the doors of cells, allowing glucose to enter and providing us with the energy we need to live. But here's the trick. When sugar levels start to rise too high, insulin also increases, trying to control the situation. Imagine that insulin is a treasure guardian, who not only helps move glucose into the cells but also tells the body, "Hey, let's save this energy for later." It's as if we are storing fuel in a tank, ready for a future adventure. Now, imagine you've just savored a plate full of foods that make your sugar spike quickly, like sodas or sweets. What happens? After this huge glucose spike, you may feel your energy draining, like a balloon being punctured. And suddenly, an insatiable hunger arises. It's as if your body is screaming, "More food, please." This roller coaster of energy and hunger can be confusing and exhausting, but don't worry. I'm not here to scare you. In fact, I see this information as something very encouraging. Do you know why? Because the complications that can arise from this cycle don't appear overnight. They resemble a shadow that slowly approaches, almost imperceptibly. This means we still have time to take action and make better choices to take care of our health. Understanding this journey of glucose and insulin is the first step to becoming the hero of your own health story. After all, you can shape your path, make conscious choices, and ensure that your energy flows in a balanced way, leaving you ready to face any adventure that life throws your way. Every decision you make regarding your diet is like a drop of water falling into a bucket. Over time, these drops accumulate and can make a significant difference in your health. By learning more about how food affects your body, you become a true hero in the fight for your health. Choosing healthier options is like putting on armor against the invisible villains that can cause harm. Imagine yourself on an epic journey, where with each meal, you have the opportunity to strengthen and protect your body. Choosing fiber-rich foods, such as fruits, vegetables, and whole grains, is like equipping your shield and sword to face the challenges ahead. These choices help keep your blood sugar levels under control, ensuring that you're more energized and healthy, ready for any adventure. Now, when mealtime arrives, remember, you're in control of your story. By making smart and informed choices, you can write an amazing chapter about health and well-being. Together, let's make this journey an exciting adventure. Let's explore a very important aspect of your health: how our glucose levels change after meals. Think of each meal as a little show that takes place inside your body. When you eat, the stage is set, and glucose becomes the star of the show. But here's a revelation. If you measure your glucose after meals, and not just when fasting, you're arming yourself against potential health issues. Here's a valuable tip. Many people are so eager to know how their glucose is doing that they don't wait the 2 hours after the meal to measure it. They check it an hour or even half an hour later, but this is like watching a movie and stopping before the end. You don't get to understand the whole story. The most reliable measurement occurs 2 hours after the meal. This time is crucial because it's when your body has had the chance to process the food, and glucose stabilizes. Ideally, your glucose should be below 180, according to studies showing how our body digests food. Remember, each food takes a different amount of time to be digested, as if each had its own presentation time on stage. For example, if you eat fries, the digestion might be quick, like an upbeat pop song that ends in seconds. A large meal, packed with carbohydrates, proteins, and fats, is like a complex symphony. It takes longer for all the instruments to harmonize. More complex foods, like proteins and fats, are the true artists that perform their show slowly. They take their time, prolonging the performance and allowing glucose to enter your blood gradually. On the other hand, carbohydrates from vegetables, whole grains, and fruits are like a gentle breeze, being absorbed slowly and keeping the rhythm of your energy steady. And so, with each food choice, you continue to compose your health story. Join me on this journey, where each meal is a new opportunity to shine. Imagine you're watching an amazing show. The lights go down, the music starts playing, and glucose makes its grand entrance on stage like a rock star. When you choose sodas, sweets, or ultra-processed foods, it's as if that star comes on stage in style, bringing a wave of immediate energy. But beware! This show doesn't last forever. As the adrenaline from glucose fades, you might find yourself battling an energy crash, like an artist who had their moment of glory but now faces the darkness. Now, instead of checking glucose right after the meal, why not wait 2 hours? Think of this interval as a break in the show. It's during this time that you can assess the true performance of your meal. Each meal is a new opportunity to shine on the stage of your health. And if you want to understand better how foods affect your body,
Take the measurements and observe the reactions. Each meal is a chance to learn and take care of yourself. And who knows, you may become the director of your own health show, with a happy ending full of energy. Imagine your body as a complex machine, needing the right fuel to function perfectly. This fuel comes from food, and what we want is for energy to enter the body smoothly, like a gentle current filling a lake. But what if you dump a bucket of water into a cup? The cup overflows. This is what happens when you consume too much glucose all at once. Your body then goes into a frantic mode, like a car speeding out of control. We need energy to be absorbed gradually, like a tank filling up slowly, ensuring that your machine runs smoothly. Sometimes, anxiety hits when we want to know how our glucose is doing. It's like the anticipation of a test result at school. The curiosity is immense. But take a deep breath, because waiting 2 hours after the meal is essential. During this period, your body stabilizes and reveals how it reacted to that delicious lasagna you devoured. Measuring glucose immediately after the meal is like looking at an unfinished painting. You don't see the complete picture. And don't forget, many factors can influence glucose. How you slept, whether you exercised, or even your emotional state. All of this has an impact. Imagine your glucose is always at a party. The mood of the party can change depending on who's present. That's why, even when eating the same things daily, glucose levels can vary significantly. This shows that diet is just one part of the whole. Think about your usual lunch. You always eat a sandwich. Theoretically, glucose levels should be the same, like watching the same movie multiple times. But if the numbers change, it's time to investigate what might be influencing that result. The weather, your emotional state, and even what you did before eating can be like ingredients that alter your recipe. It's crucial to talk about this, as many people don't check glucose 2 hours after eating. This magical moment reveals your body's true reaction. I hope that after everything we've discussed, you understand the importance of knowing how your body works. Let's embark together on this journey of self-knowledge and care for our health, always seeking the best show we can present. Subscribe to the channel.